What's going on, car guys and car gals? It's Lou Ramirez, the car guy.
And it's Fred Lenard, subprime hero.
And we are excited to be brewing solutions on the Car Guy Coffee Podcast. We are still having a great time at the Kain 2024 Clients and Friends Workshop. And look at who we pulled inside of the cafe now. We have the incredible mind behind an incredible brand that's doing really great things that we honor and is very good at gifting. He's definitely got some gifting skills. He slipped in there, and we're going to show you a little bit of what he gifted us with today. But help us to make welcome. Throw the coffee cup emojis in there. Throw the hand claps. Throw all of the encouragement. And welcome in here the one, the only, Scottie Sigmon. Welcome to the show, brother.
What's up, brother?
What's up, big dog?
What's up? I fit. I was worried. I mean,
you always fit in with us.
We were trying to do two hippos, and I'm glad it's one because the screen would have gotten a little bigger.
No, brother. You know what? You're the right size, and you're at the right place right now. You know, we appreciate you for coming here, sitting down, giving us a few minutes to be able to talk about this event and talk about you and your business, man. I'm excited to hear a little bit more about it. For one, you know, Hippo Media Group, you guys came in with the splash. I love how you came in with the brand. Branding is so crucial in today's market. Being able to be recognizable no matter where you're at in the crowd will make you stand out, period, right? But let alone have a business that stands out is even better. So, man, congratulations on all that. And for coming out here and looking like the belle of the ball.
Thank you so very much. Yeah, we figured the full purple suit, two big guys at the end of the hallway, it was going to play pretty well. I mean, we're a full-service marketing agency, so you got to be good at branding, right? You can't offer services and not be good at it.
That's right. And
so thank you.
Offering services and things are something that you're doing great at, and making sure that you get your basically your name inside of the hat at the table that all of these dealers and all of these vendors are trying to find their way into the next level of solutions for themselves. But one thing that you also do is you throw a lot of cool incentives out there. So we've seen over there some of the signups that you had for whether it's an incredible meal event or an adventure. What are some of the things that you try to help make sure that your dealers or your friends get involved with after the fact and maybe drop their name in the hat to go do?
Yeah, 100%. And I want to give a shout out to two of our clients, Two Hats Ranch and South Fork Hunting Preserve. They're one of just under 100 clients and partners that we have in the outdoor space. We've been really blessed to grow that arm of our business. We're not just in automotive, but we entertain our clients. We like to have fun. Life's a party. Our job is to get people to show up to that party, to darken the door, right? Once they're there, it's the job of the dealership or whoever client that we have to facilitate a great time, a good interaction, and then ultimately repeat business, right? That's not our job. Our job is to get them there, right? So, but we have a good time, and for our dealer clients especially, I'm a big hunter. I'm a big duck hunter. I'm a big man, so duck hunting's good. All I gotta do is get up and pull the trigger and come back down. Like, I'm not really that I'm not gonna be stalking an elk for 30, 40 miles a day. But
I'm not either, bro. Just saying, I love it.
Yeah, but so I like to fish as well. We've got some good offshore charters that are clients, but we entertain our clients, and I think that's a differentiator in this business. We have other companies that we partner with, and honestly, this is kind of like our coming out party. Like this is our first time, our first conference, and I couldn't have been more blessed to have picked the Kain Automotive Conference. Amen. And honestly, just be aligned with David Kain and what he's doing in automotive. I think what you do in business is about people. And at the end of the day, how you treat people and how you make people feel is paramount in business. And nobody does that better than David Kain. And he's just a good, trustworthy man. And you can see that in this event, and you can see that in the vendors that are here too. And I know that you guys aren't here. I'll touch the mic. I know that you guys aren't here, but I would definitely empower and encourage anybody to come. This is the best conference ever. It's small and intimate. I hope that they don't lose that feel. But the fact that all these vendors are working together and collaborating, I think that when you're at the dealership, that kind of preconceived notion is that we're all kind of enemies. And I think the thing that I've been really honored to realize is just how much collaboration is going on and how excited we are to work with the other companies that are here. I kind of got down a rabbit hole there, but I'm passionate and I've got a lot of zeal. I mean, I love everything there is to love about the car business. I love the smell of the tires on the showroom floor when you walk in early. I love, the man that's been doing it for 20 or woman that's been doing it for 25, 30 years and gets their cup of coffee, sits down, newspaper, and does things a little old school. But we've got the new and the digital, and everything's content, right? Content is king. And something that we're going to do better in the next year is show up on more of these podcasts. We've kind of been dealership secret sauce for a real, and I have been personally. I've actually shown up to dealerships where the dealer was like, hey, man, I'm going to call you Bubba. because I don't want people to know your name so that like other people learn like what we're doing. Like seriously, that was part of our thing. And then so like when I left kind of corporate America, I had my own, so a big part of it was like, hey, we're gonna go start a brand. And I'm excited about this, and I'm tired of being a people's secret thing. So we're gonna make it, but we are gonna we're only going to grow to 60 dealerships this year, and we ultimately want from our efforts, we are acquiring over 90 a gentleman who has 90 rooftops who's going to probably become part of our team. We're still facilitating the details because obviously you don't want to work with an agency that's a fly by night. We want to be a legitimate agency, but in the automotive space, we're going to grow strategically, and in the next 18 months, we're not going to take on every client. We're going to be really strategic on the people that we partner with, and we want to give that level of service that a boutique agency should. That's basically it. I mean,
I love what you're talking about, Scotty. You're right on time with what you're saying. I feel your passion. I sense it. It's using that like, you're excited you're here. You're excited that you have a great product that dealers want.
Yeah,
right?
Man.
You're excited that you're going to have an opportunity. You're excited about what the future looks like. It's just began, but you know that it's needed.
Yes.
Right. You know that what you have is right, and you're connecting yourself with all the right people, surrounding yourself with success, which brings you up to success. Right. Yeah. And it sounds like you have success to bring to others too. So it's all the above. It's a secret sauce, but it's not. It's just do the right thing, be a good person, work hard, and have something that matters. Right. And that sounds like that's what you're doing. I love, once again, I love the branding. I love the energy. I love what you have going on. But more importantly, I love how you're wanting to meet with other people and be able to work together with others, man, because that's the only where we're going to get better is together.
Exactly. We're not the best at everything, right? Like when you come to us and like, hey, what about this service? Like we're going to tell you like, yeah, we're pretty good, but hey, this vendor are better than us. So you should work. So we don't white label things. Like that was my biggest thing is like, hey man, we're not going to hide behind like, hey, we got to put a Hippo logo on everything. No. This is a company that's better at us than that. I mean, at this, right? We know what we're really, really, really good at. When it comes to podcasting, streaming audio, Spotify, Pandora, placing that programmatic display, I'd put our hat in the ring with anybody. I really would.
Great job.
And so that's something that I'm excited about, and obviously partnering with you gents, like
let's go.
It makes sense. But at the end of the day, my dad, this is going to choke me up, but he told me if all you care about is money, money will never come. If you care about helping people, money finds a way to you.
That's right.
And and so that's been a
wise man.
It is, man. And speaking of, this is a side note, but I saw the Facebook post and that hit home, and I'm really,
Thank you, brother. Appreciate that.
Yeah. So we'll talk a little offline, but yeah. Now we're getting warm and fuzzy here with the Hippo. We're hitting the heartstrings. But hey, while we're hitting the heartstrings, man, like this business, the car business is one of the most special businesses in the world.
Yes, it is.
It really, I mean, there's nowhere that you find how people interact or what a person's made of until like this last couple of days of the month. But there's just so many wonderful things about this business, and I'm so blessed and honored. I mean, I come from it's like I've worked my way up in it. I was the marketing director for an auto group. I learned from my failures. I had a big 6-figure budget. I figured out what worked and what didn't work. Then I went to work with a corporate company that gave me the ability to look at hundreds and hundreds of Google Analytics over dealerships across the country and really figure out what moves the metal. I just learned from my failures, and I'm at a really good time in life where we can be that business consultant first, and then be a fiduciary of our clients' money to make sure that when we go to spend it, if we wouldn't have spent it ourselves, we're going to tell them don't spend it.
Oh my goodness. And I definitely love the passion. If there's anything that you can see, you can feel, you can hear, it's the passion inside of your commitment to bringing solutions, not just to the industry, but to the people that you get around with. I mean, you've enriched us in some of the conversations that we've had over just the past couple of years that we've been out here doing this. We've had the chance to run into you. It is going to happen, everybody. We are going to get him into the CGC Media Studio and be able to have an actual full 5-liner on you, on some more of your past, a little bit more of what's made you incredible.
Thank you.
But that's what we talked about so far. I mean,
this is heat.
I can't wait to hear more about it, and it is heat, and what you're doing is really great, brother. And I love what you said. You're going to start getting on more shows. You're going to put yourself out there because it's not about showing off. It's about showing people because they need to know, and they're getting their knowledge through video. They're getting their knowledge through social media. You know this already, right?
Yeah,
that's why you do what you do, and it's getting more profound. It's getting more easy for them to find it too. So let it be easy for them to know who you are, what you do, and why you do what you do, and how to get a hold of you.
Yeah, man.
It's so important. I love that you said it's your what your father said. If you're going after the money, it's going to be very hard to get it. But if you go help people, the money comes to you because it's just byproduct.
Well, people feel that, and I'm in a good place. Like we're not desperate, right? We're in a place where we don't have to say yes to every client that comes to us. We can be selective. But we've hustled. I mean, but people can feel when like you just, I gotta have that deal. I gotta do this. And with that, I think comes like it's good to be in a place where every decision's made. So you go to our website, you can read the full Hippo story, but we always get that, like, that's the biggest question. Why Hippo, right? Even you guys asked when we got here, and then talk about the Hippo. But there's kind of some preconceived or negative connotations to the car business. Papa has dealership, PhD. Well, I always heard Hippo, highest paid person's opinion. A big part of what we do is paying attention to facts and figures and data to make our decisions. And so, it's a short way of answering why Hippo, but it's a much deeper meaning, and it actually plays into my dad as well.
I love that.
Yeah.
I would say why Hippos, because he cares and he's passionate. If you can find those two things in people and businesses, they're going to take you a lot further than somebody who just wants to make money and is not passionate. You're going to get bored with them. The work is not going to be really fulfilled all the way through. But when you have somebody like this, even if he makes a mistake, he's going to honor it. He's going to fix it because he's
100%.
decided to help you. So that's beautiful, man.
And I feel bad. I don't want to just plug myself, right? I mean, obviously you come on here and this is to talk about Hippo. Yeah, you're coming out here, but
this is what it's about.
But also just want to say, I want to give, what you guys have done in a very a really short amount of time has been very impressive.
Thank you.
Very, very impressive. And for everybody listening to this, I know you guys got the following, man. It's so exciting that people are paying attention to this. And if I can jump on anything, it's that good content will always come to the top.
Come on.
And I think that's a testament of the content and the people that you guys have surrounded yourselves with. And it's exciting. I think we're an exciting part in automotive, and I don't want to just keep patting myself on the back because I don't know what I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm human, right? But I do think that we're all in a really good place. And, we care. I personally care about, because of a story, because of corporate America coming in and buying a big dealership out, I care about the mom and pops. That's, I know that runway is getting shorter and shorter. I know that realistically there's going to be some blue sky offers of hundreds of millions of dollars. It's hard as a family to turn away generational wealth, but my real calling is to work with that mom and pop dealer and make that, and hopefully make the next generation, the generation after that, still have that dealership. That's what gets me up in the morning. And when I wake up, not only now do I look at the 10 people on my team and think about them putting their head on their pillow every night and how can I better help them, I think about all of our clients and them as well. And I think that's like, at the end of the day, that's the most important thing. It's just, if you care about others and you care about doing the right thing, but also, man, I'm a Hippo. We're the second deadliest animal on earth. So don't let the fluffy, don't let the fluffy and the fluffy and the purple and all that stuff. Like we're gonna take the data, and if you got a competitor in your market, we're gonna handle the fire hose if they're drowning. So
come on. Listen to this, car gals. Listen, there's a lot of great creativity here, a lot of great car guyism that's inside of this conversation. But there's just this incredible theme in it, and I think it still flows from what it was that you were told by your father, and also recognizing what's going to last, because many dealers are going to see those offers, those opportunities to be bought out, to be eaten up, and sometimes in the generations, the differentiator between whether we go forward for the money or we go forward for the passion is the difference.
It is.
You're either fired up with passion, or you're burning money. Right. Yeah. And you're no matter what, the money's going to burn, folks. It's going to burn. It's going to be spent. It's going to go someplace. That's going to happen. The one thing that you always have to keep stoked is that fire. And what's awesome is that you walk around handing out a couple Hippo Zippos. Check out this right here, everybody. Making sure that we got some good, high quality swag, a little bit different. Check that mug out. That's hot right there. Check that out.
And you got to get the dad joke. What's the difference between a Hippo and a Zippo? Hippo's really heavy. A Zippo's a little lighter.
Oh, get you some of that. You got to get that. And to come to the Car Guy Coffee Podcast if you want a couple of good dad jokes, everybody. Way to be consistent and on brand. Okay. And that's the type of people you want to market with. The people that understand who it is that they're talking to. And we do absolutely honor this opportunity. You're helping us finish off this incredible event.
I'm honored.
What is it that you're most hopeful about for the rest of 2024 as we get ready to see where it is that automotive goes with all of the fun, cool stuff and maybe a little bit of those little scary things that we have to get handled, and maybe throw a little bit of a light or two.
I think the things that and this is probably better for like the longer 5-liner one, but I think the thing that I'm most excited about is how dealerships learn to leverage content. And that's that's my, with Amazon, with these big players coming into the space in certain capacities, and some of them are a little bit longer tail than others. But I think that even with the introduction of AI, things are changing so much, but the people aspect is not going away. The tech that I've personally invested in, companies like Sales Assist, are those that are integral in the thought process of, people are still going to be selling cars. It's not going to be a click and in that Carvana delivery. I think people still do want to have that human interaction. Dealers aren't going to go away. I think it's going to change a little bit. The dealers who adopt content in their dealership, from how they, from the chat to, widgets that are kind of like a FaceTime that pop out, get a little preview that right there right there on the dealership website that let them interact. I mean, there's just some really cool tech that's coming that I've seen and I'm really excited about. And I think people are video is always going to be first, especially in the car business. I mean, the BDCs that go and do those walkarounds with, or even the salespeople that cradle to grave that do the video walkarounds. I mean, they're winning. They're outselling the competition.
They are.
And I think those pieces of tech, but then also like with search, really understanding that search is changing, right? How AI is going to change how people search. I think voice is going to become more prevalent. But I came from one of the biggest radio companies in the country, right? So I was always told, Ray's going away dying, but podcasts have become that, right? And now, but this has a video component. You can listen in your AirPods, but you can also tune in. And a lot of people don't realize this, but like the Joe Rogan podcast is actually, I mean, people watch it,
right?
Yeah. So it's a show. Right. It's both, right?
So it's webcast/podcast.
Yeah, exactly. But like, there's also somebody that's jogging and listening to it too, and there's always going to be a need for people to listen and still have their eyes doing something else. Right. I mean, so I've always been told things are going to change so much, and I definitely think every 3 months tech changes. Yeah. But you know what doesn't change? People.
No, they don't.
Yeah, like they really don't. And if you take care of people and you got to have a good product too. That's the other side is there's so many companies. So go back to cash flow. If you have a company, a piece of advice, cash flow is the most important thing. How you manage your cash flow is integral to running a business. I will say that's a caveat. But, besides that, I kind of lost my train of thought here a little bit, but besides that, the other thing that has to be paid attention to is just pivot with the tech, but always be customer centric, right? Yeah. And think about how they're going to consume that media. And in the car business, sometimes we don't do that. We get so deep into the technical way of doing it, and I see that too. I mean, it's so frustrating to me when you got agencies and other people that are really good at targeting people, but then you look at the content and the ad, and you're like,
you got their attention.
Yeah, and what did you say to them? You know how to target these people. Right. Yeah, and it's so funny. You sit down with the car dealer, and like they don't tell you about, we got at least $2.99 special. They tell you about, it's been family owned for this long, and this is what we do in service, and this is what separates us. And then you see the commercial, it's $2.99 lease, come out, blah blah blah, and people are I think they are turned off of that, but cars sell cars,
and it's white noise a lot of times at this point too.
It is white
connection
noise.
To the heart isn't happening as much. It's just,
and I'm a warm and fuzzy guy, but and I get the business reasons for why I do this, but I love it, but family doesn't always have to be on the commercial, right? Like people don't buy cars from your dealership because of that. They buy cars because you have the right car and you got it to them, right? But then the opposite of this is true, and this is what kills me is you'll see people have really good strategies from a traditional media mix, and then are having their lunch eaten from digital, and they're driving traffic to their competitors. Or the inverse is they're not paying attention to and don't get me wrong, we're at bottom of the funnel agency, but they're not paying attention to the top and middle. So have you guys ever seen what's the movie? Hold on. Give me a second. It's going to kill me if I can't think of it. But racing movie with Tom Cruise.
Days of Thunder.
Days of Thunder. All right. You know the scene.
Gold Trickle.
That's right. So you know the scene where he's like, hey, you do 50 laps my way and we'll do 50 laps your way and see who wins.
Oh.
And here's something I will is this little bit of secret sauce. I don't think dealers they get down the rabbit hole. Well, in my opinion, and what data tells me is that, cold trickle is quicker, faster. Digital is quicker, faster. But in the long run, if you get rid of the radio podcasts, if you get rid of your name in people's mouth through traditional billboard and things like that, you're going to lose in the long run. Mm-hmm. And these big companies have figured that out. Yeah, they have. And that's the reason they're still there. And so if you've switched I would just say that's something that, digital is going to sell more cars within the month for sure. But if you want a long-term play, that's got to be part of it. And SEO's got to be part of your long-term play. And, there's all these things. And I feel like car dealers are like this. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah. And it's so frustrating, especially this industry. Other industries bad, but they're always paying attention to like this month. And they're not looking out. What's your 18-month, 2-year, 3-year strategy? I agree with that. And so I think that the dealership, especially the mom and pops that pay attention to that, are going to be the ones that make it and are still around and don't have eroding market share. And if we can help facilitate that, it would be wonderful.
And facilitating that is also getting the mom and pops to sit at the table with some of the bigger thinking operations that do have to project out further, because the mom and pops, they kind of, just like we fell into the car business, or many of us have, they fell into owning a dealership and just said, you know what? I was doing this, and then I sold the car, and now I sold 2, and then I sold 10. Now I have a dealership. Now I have employees. Yeah. Now I have all this going on, and it's still a 30-day spectrum that they're looking at, right? It's always a reactionary spectrum of 30 days of what has just happened. We don't even know how we got here. All we have is what we produced. We don't know how it happened, and we don't really know how to project forward. Let's just hope that it works out again. And that mindset needs to have exposure to people that look further than that.
And the craziest thing is that I've got data to back this up. A halfway decent marketing mix that is consistent will outperform a great marketing mix that changes every 3 to 4 months.
Yeah, come on.
What
do you say about that, Brian Ortega? Appreciate you jumping in here. Who's an incredible creative himself.
Who does that, right? Yeah, everybody does, right? But hey, folks, I want to throw out a quick shout out. We've had Jordan Cox on the show all day long, coming on, making comments. He had a video that we wanted to share. I'm going to share that really quick while we got a second. So I'm going to get this going.
Jordan Cox, we honor you, appreciate you. Now you're officially part of the show.
And that's how David Kain won Most Beautiful Man in Automotive. News Center 16 will be right back after these messages.
New, it's my nickel pickle sale. So you can drive a car you love and just put 5 cents down.
How much do you think he pays every time this crap airs? Most of the time, their CPM is $40. What's a CPM? It means they pay $40. I got it. It means they pay $40 to reach 1,000 people. Yeah, he's actually right. Depending on the show's rating, you'll pay anywhere between $20 and $2,000 each time it airs.
Alan Brown here from Sandpack 5-Star Chevrolet, and we're going to be looking today at a new Z71 Trail Boss custom trim, but tons of tech on the inside. Cut! That's what I'm talking about, baby. Last year at Kain & Friends, we were inspired by Toyota Jeff with his organic reach that he was able to capitalize on without spending a single, are you ready, dime. Thanks for this amazing idea, Toyota Jeff.
Great idea, guys. You've got my vote.
We took the principle of taking short-form content and posting them to Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. And of course, TikTok is killing it. You might think that creating content is hard, but it's really not. It's about recycling some of the content that's already out there and putting your own touch and your own spin to it. And don't forget to add the captions at the end. It's easy. Don't overthink it and just play on existing trends. You may be thinking, what are really the benefits of doing this? You know, we were thinking the exact same thing, but decided in 2023 to go all in. We were able to consistently get a few thousand views per upload, but the real power came from going semi-viral. We were able to get tens of thousands of views per video, and those add up super fast. We were able to have over 47 million views on one platform in a 12-month window of time without, are you ready, spending a single dime. There are 5 best practice tips when creating short-form content. To make it easy for your store to succeed, download your free dealer social media toolkit at davidkanesilverfox.com. Instead of paying $200 to $2,000 every time you air a TV commercial, just use the free social media tools already at your disposal. Get millions of free impressions for your store every year. Thanks for listening to our best idea at the Kain event. Vote for Sampac 5-Star Chevrolet, and I need to go take my allergy medicine.
You were right. They pay anywhere between $200 and $2,000 every time the ad airs. Why wouldn't you just do free organic social media? Hey guys, hey David Kain. My shampoo commercial just went viral on TikTok. Check it out. Order Silver Fox shampoo for Fox's sake.
What was it? DavidSilverfox.com?
David Kain.
All right. So make sure that you go to DavidKainSilverfox.com, or you just reach out to CarGuyCoffee.com if you want to just share a little bit of love and a little bit of fun, and you have some great time enjoying what it is that we can be creative and do inside of our industry. Great job, Jordan Cox.
That was good content. That was good content. That was good. That was good.
That's exactly what Hippo's talking about. You know, when we're out there, you use this stuff. Be brave. Use video. Be unique and have fun doing it. You can do it for little money, but if you need some assistance, you need to reach out to people that can help you. I'm going to tell you, it'll change your life. It'll make your dealership more recognizable and more like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, when they want something like desirable.
Desirable.
There we go. That's the word I'm looking for. That wasn't the word, but that was about the word.
Yeah.
I had a different one in mind. But no, folks, thank you, Jordan. I see he's on there. He says, dude, you guys are awesome. And you're awesome too, man. You're creative. It's so amazing. And we love what you do. And that was actually the best video I've ever seen him do. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, that was really good. Fantastic. Love
Very
the
clean.
multiple personalities that are
Yeah,
there,
it was.
which is often what you got to do inside of this industry. Make sure that you adapt and shift around who it is that you are to take care of the people that you're trying to take care of. But look at this. We've had an incredible time. This is the longest show that we've had during this. We were worried that you might not have much to say, but thank God you actually came through like a champ, making sure to bring a lot of great conversation, and we can't wait to have an actual 5-liner with you, my friend. But there's only one thing left to do.
What's
and that's
that?
make sure that we drop the F-bombs and we forgive, we focus, and we fly so we can keep growing all the time. You ready?
I like
Hands on the shoulders on 3. 1, 2, 3. Forgive. Focus. Get them up. Fly. And keep growing. Keep growing. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. I am Lou Ramirez, the car guy.
And I'm Brother Narks, subprime hero.
And you've been brewing solutions for the last 3 days, having some high quality interbrews at the Kain 2024 Clients and Friends Workshop that's been happening here in lovely Lexington, Kentucky. Bravo, Kain staff. Bravo, David Kain. Bravo to all you presenters, all of you that have come through to come enhance what it is that it means to be inside of this automotive industry. We salute you, we appreciate you, and we thank you for this time. We will see you later and keep brewing solutions.
Before we go,
one time.
If you guys want to get a demo, you guys have any questions,
you got to
wanna
schedule
reach out
something
to
for
this man, the Hippo himself, Mr. Scottie Sigmon, make sure that you call or text 704-678-4311. I promise you, you're going to have the best time. You're going to just fall in love with this guy like we did. His energy is contagious, and he is so excited to help you. So reach out to him. If anything, it's a conversation, and it may change everything. So get a hold of him.
That's
Thank you so much.
All right, guys. Appreciate you again. Thank you.
Y'all.
We honor you all. Thank you so much. Share it around. Tag your car guys. Tag your car gals. Get it out there, everybody. We are out. Peace.